One of the major inspirations for this show was watching the couples that I was working with try to establish new bonding rituals. It very seldom went well. The two of them would complain constantly and bitterly towards each other, saying things like, he doesn't want to do anything that I want to do. She doesn't like spending time with me. And they would argue and argue and argue. And most of this, honestly, was true. Really. They didn't like spending time with each other. They'd forgotten how to treat each other like a friend. They'd forgotten how to talk to a friend. They'd forgotten how a friend would respond to you. Most of the time, we talk to partners in ways that are so atrocious that we would never, ever, ever tolerate those things from a friend. And we say things we would never say to a friend. This can't build a good relationship. And when you need to talk about something really scary and really difficult in the relationship, you're going to come unglued. There's just no way around it. So building a bonding ritual is really not that easy. It really isn't. We have to have this whole pattern of communication that we almost never practice, we almost never build, and when we do try to build it, we build it while we're terrified, while we're upset, while we're worried about losing, while we're worried about our partner not wanting to be around us, not enjoying our company. That's not going to work, people. It doesn't. You have to stay nice and calm, and you have to build the systems one at a time. That's one of the things I really like about board games, is that they're a really good model for a relationship. We start at a certain point. We're not at the end. We're making our way along the board, square by square by square, and I'm going to tell you, lots of those squares are not pleasant. There are fights and conflicts and irritations. There's sections of the board where you're completely disconnected from your partner and feeling super lonely and super, super terrified. But if we're careful and we stay calm, and we keep playing cards to help our partner out, we can move the piece slowly along to get to those squares that we enjoy, to learn some of those skills, and to build some of that real estate between each other that we're going to need.
Our romantic duo sets off together into the darkest dungeons of difficult conversations, where conflict lies ahead. They proceed recklessly, underestimating what awaits them in the dark.
Should we perhaps practice our communication skills before we proceed any deeper, my dear?
Nah, we got this.
Ah, excellent. They have come far together, much further than their meager skills prepared them for. Psst. You should have a discussion about finances, and perhaps his family at the same time.
Good call, strange voice. Hey, Rowan. We seem quite stressed. Let's talk about how we're going to handle finances and your family.
That couldn't possibly go wrong. I've become tangled in the webs of taking things far too personally. Oh, and I've failed my dysregulation save. I'm too upset to cast any of my spells. Help me, my love.
Tune in next time for the continuing adventures of Brenna and Rowan, lost in the dungeons of difficult conversations.